Hey guys, it's Athena, and I want to talk to you about getting unrestricted from single-use plastic. And I know that whole hippie thing, it's starting to look a little bit more appealing, especially when we're getting all this news of doom and gloom about our planet. And I'll tell you what, when I was on the beach in Indonesia cleaning up hundreds of pounds of plastic waste that was washing up on the shores that was not made by these people, it's literally just washing in from the ocean. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. We can all do our part, and there are little things that we can do. So I just want to share some of the tools that I carry around in my Eco Toolkit to be an Eco Warrior. And there's nothing like that smug feeling inside that's all warm when you're like, I'm doing my part to save the planet. So here's my favorite tools and tips and my toolkit that I use to travel the world to reduce single-use plastic. The first thing that I got into my arsenal was a KeepCup. So this is a little coffee cup, and it's glass, which I really like because it just gives me that feeling of something substantial as opposed to having a paper cup that can't be recycled. They come in all sizes, so depending on what your normal drink is, you can get it in bigger sizes. You can also get it in plastic if you're afraid of breaking it. But knock on wood, I've had this for 2 years now, I think, and it's been all over the world with me. I've not broken it yet. So I really love this. One thing I will say is, depending on what country you're in or what the regulations are, they might not accept this. So in the UK, you actually get money off your coffee every time you use one of these. So you're saving money, like lots of money if you drink tons of coffee, which is awesome. I went to the US and I went to a coffee chain that was really promoting bringing your own coffee cup in the UK. And I went to the US and I tried to hand them my cup and they said they wouldn't take it. And I was like, are you kidding me? Your company has been promoting this in the UK. And she's like, no, health regulations. I hate to be that person, but I went and tweeted. I was like, you guys, this is like really damaging for your brand to be this way in the UK. And then in the US, I'm turned away almost as if I'm being some like weird person that's trying to pay for my copy and save the world at the same time. So they responded and they're like, hey, thank you. We're going to look into it. So if they don't accept it, try to have a conversation with the owners or the brands and be like, this is crazy. This is a big problem. Please, can you consider using something like this? Even when I'm in foreign countries where they're like not necessarily as aware about plastic, I just say like, I don't like plastic, and just try to be nice about it instead of being all like self-righteous. So that's my coffee tip, and I love this thing. My next tool in my Eco Warrior Toolkit was a water bottle. So this is called a hip flask, I think. And it's funny because when I bought it, I was like, this looks like one of those old army canteens. And everyone that sees it thinks it looks like an actual like alcohol flask, which is hilarious because I don't drink anymore. But I do like it. It's a conversation starter. It's like grippy, so it's really nice. And I like the flat aspect of it. You can put it into a lot of things. This is plastic, but they also have glass ones. I think I would love a glass one actually, because I like the feeling of glass. But this is great, and it's got a little, this loop is a game changer. So I've taken this to my circus communities and all over, and you can like whip it around and you've got your water bottle still there. So I think this is 750 milliliters. So it's about a water bottle size, and it's refillable. So it's awesome because when you bring this on the airplane, say, because we can't bring any liquids on. Oftentimes, even if you buy water in the airport, which in so many countries, third world countries, especially when you're trying to get in the US, they now have regulations that you can't bring water onto the plane, even after security, which infuriates me to no end because I don't want to get 500 million plastic cups on the plane. So the great thing about this is you can bring it on empty, and then the flight attendants, you can go back to them and be like, hey, can you fill my water bottle up? And they're totally cool about it. So for long haul flights, you especially need to get tons of hydration, and those single-use cups that they give you over and over and over again they're awful. They're really bad. Don't use them. Bring your own water bottle. This is super light, easy to pack. So I love this one. And then my other piece in the toolkit, which is one of my favorites, especially when you're going on dates in London, they find out you're vegan, then they find out you don't drink, and then you get to whip out your reusable straw. I'm still single, by the way. So I got this toolkit. This is actually a magazine that makes these in London, but I've seen eco toolkits come up everywhere. So it's just this little plastic kit like this. It used to say vegan queen, which is amazing, but it's rubbed off. And then there are a couple things in there. So you've got your reusable straw, and I just love this because it fits right in the kit and goes everywhere. Chopsticks, and I love my Asian food, so I'm using these all the time. And then you've got a fork and a spoon. So these are typically the things that you will need whenever you're doing kind of takeaway food or fast casual food. You can add a knife to it, or a lot of the kits have knives in there too. But I just love this, especially like when you're on planes or you're just grabbing something quick. It feels bad now for me, like, to pick up something that I know I'm going to use once and throw it away. And also, a lot of places are using those like paper straws, which are terrible now. Anyway, so this is pretty substantial little straw, and it's also a conversation starter on dates. So that's my little eco toolkit, and I'll share that one. And then the two last things, actually I've had this one forever. So this is a reusable bag, shopping bag. Look at how tiny it is. It's super cute. That fits anywhere. So you can always keep this on you, so you don't end up having to buy a plastic bag. They just keep it in my bag. Don't even think about it anymore. And then this one's a little bit of a weird one, because in the UK, it's a lot easier to do this now. And a lot of other countries are very weird about bringing your own Tupperware. But I carry around a Tupperware, especially when I'm traveling and living in community. If I want to get a meal and save it or whatever it might be, I actually travel with a Tupperware now as well. And it's come in really handy for some reason. But in a lot of places now, they are letting you bring in your own takeaway container and giving you money back, or like reducing the cost of your food bill because you bring a food container. So this one's, if you really want to level up on the Eco Warrior Toolkit train, I would recommend, like, at a very bare minimum, get a reusable water bottle. These little kits, you can find them even smaller now. They weigh nothing. And also they're plastic. So just make sure, if you travel or plan on traveling in the future. I was in hysterical tears in Guatemala because I had these like silver forks from my grandmother's silver set. It was the only thing I had left of her, and I'd put it in my carry-on because they were precious to me. And they tried to take them away. So just be aware of, you can't bring metal silverware and things on the airplane in a lot of countries. So just something to be aware of, especially knives. So the plastic is the way to go. These are obviously like reusable plastic and all eco-friendly. And if you're a coffee drinker, dude, this is a game changer. And everybody's always like really jealous of it. But yeah, so those are my tips. Eco Warrior Toolkit. Here we go. Let's see if we can get it all in one place. Yeah, I'm single. So that's Athena with how to get unrestricted from single-use plastic and be a kind of cool, questionably cool, eco warrior. So I'll see you next time, and let's get unrestricted.